fuck? Holy Spirit. Holy Spirit, come through, guide and protect this message. Remove any negative energy from the area. Thank you for allowing this to get to any and everyone is 10 and 2. So guys, it's your favorite Cosmic Warrior. Back at you with another galactic transmission. Alright, Spirit, what do you got for us? I guess some people are afraid of your gifts. Flip it all the way out, please. They're afraid of your gifts. They're afraid of your gifts and they're triggered. Why are they triggered? Because they're a bunch of drama queens. Well, a bunch of tables are turning for them. That's why they're triggered? Tables have turned. They're used to being the drama starters. Now, the drama ease? I never get lonely. I never get lonely. They're afraid of your gifts. They're afraid of your gifts. They're triggered because with all of them combined, still not one pair of balls big enough to take you out. Oh, that's going to be really loud right next to that, isn't it? Damn. I didn't even think about that. Hopefully I didn't just waste that last video. I didn't even think about that. A little bit right and wrong. Ooh. The FBI could be enlightened on what these corrupt police did to an Earth Angel. That would have these corrupt police triggered. You could have become enlightened in August what they were doing. They could have found out how protected you are in August. That would have led to them being triggered. The FBI is onto this corrupt police. So relatives could be working with them. FBI could be onto some relatives. Now, you're a divine being. You're anointed. It's not your first rodeo. It's not your first time in this school. It's not your first time in this school. It's not your first time teaching a whole community full of demons a lesson. Not your first time. Not your first time dealing with domestic disputes and handling them properly. Police on bikes just drove by right as this came out. That's actually confirmation for this whole community. They're trying to right the wrongs. They're trying to right the wrongs. They're inspired. They're inspired to do better because they know they have to do better. They can't be any worse because their attacks have failed. And they suck about being bad. And you know what I used to tell my son? Well, you clearly suck about being bad, so you might as well just be fucking good. And that's the point that these motherfuckers are at right now. That's the point that they're at right now. It took them going 10 toes in and their non-existent balls deep into realizing that it was a wasted effort. If only they realized that a lot sooner. Damn. Could be a niece that's afraid of your gifts. Could be a niece that the FBI's investigating. FBI, boys, whole community full of demons. You left these situations in the past, and you didn't look forward. You didn't look back. You kept your eyes forward. You kept your first eye on the Most High. You weren't concerned about what you were leaving. You were more concerned about where you were going, what you were gaining. Grandparents involved with this whole community full of demons. Damn, Alphabet Boys, FBI are onto this grandparent for what they did to an Earth Angel. The verbal venom that came out of their mouth. The lies. They're afraid of your gifts. No one should have that much power. They think you have too much power. They think you have too much power because these motherfuckers haven't found their own. Instead of being jealous of someone else's shit and going up against them, trying to stop them, maybe just work on yourself. Being concerned with other people. Sending in flying monkeys. Worrying about other people. Worry about yourself. Worry about yourself. Worry about the plank in your eye before you worry about the speck in someone else's. Do you remember that lesson? Don't go through spiritual foreclosure, worrying about the speck in other people's eyes and ignoring the plank in your own. A niece could have been involved with this humiliation ritual. They were trying to do this mind control on you, and it wasn't effective. The corrupt police, the grandparent, the Most High. The Most High could have enlightened you. The Most High could have enlightened you about the situation. The Most High could have enlightened you about the betrayal. Betrayal from this niece, betrayal from this corrupt police. These unloyal hoes for what they tried to do to an earth angel. Who's loved and supported by the divine. Out here getting dharma. That falls right on that. That falls right on FBI and Alphabet Boys. That could be part of the dharma. You left this uncle in the past. FBI's onto this uncle. They're going crazy. 11:33 on the timer. Got a whole community full of demons that could have been doing something in an apartment building, or the grandparent energy could be doing something in the apartment building. The uncle. So this is all energy, right? It could be someone you consider an uncle. But mind control, mental traps. Niece. It could be someone that you consider family, right? Like it's energy. It's energy, not to be taken so literal. You know, when things come out if like, say something came out feminine energy, it could be a masculine that's in their feminine energy, or vice versa. It's not to be taken so as literal. It's fucking energy. It's energy, and we're married to whatever energy we put out there. We're married to it. We're married to it. You know the meaning of abracadabra. The true meaning of abracadabra is something along the lines of "so I speak and so it's done," or something along the lines. But that's implying the control that our mind has. Abracadabra. It's true magic. True magic is understanding your words and the power to manifest with your words. That's true power. But are we manifesting positive, or are we manifesting negative? Are we reigning in heaven on earth, or are we living in hell? We're married to the decisions. We're married to our thoughts. Not just our actions. We're married to our thoughts. We have to live the consequences of everything. We're married to them. That's why it's so important to be a commander of your mind and to think positive. If you're not, you're just going to be living on a tightrope. Got some karmic friends that were involved in this humiliation ritual. So this whole community full of demons, they were attacking your character. They're attacking your character, but it wasn't effective. You were still completing these cycles regardless. And that's triggering to them. They couldn't betray you. They couldn't control your mind. Yeah, the Most High. They're triggered how close you are with the Most High. Just they're triggered that the betrayal, the Most High stopped the betrayal. Betrayal that the coworker was involved in. Could have been done in October. A failed spiritual attack. Always find a way to keep me right here waiting. The mental traps, they were trying to breadcrumb you. They were trying to breadcrumb you and string you along. You're ending the cycles on this grandparent energy. You're ending the cycles. The cycle's already ended, actually. It's already ended. It's already ended. It's already ended. Grand finale. And they know that. They know your dharma's coming in for you, and that's why they're stalking you. They're also they were stalking with the hope of the mind control being effective, but they know it's not. So if it's not being effective, then they know that they're fucked, and that means good news for you. Good news for you. God hears everything. Bad news for them. God hears everything. Right on FBI. That falls right on Dharma too. I keep on bending until I break. Bending until I break. Bending until I break. They want. Oh man, they wanted to beat you down and beat you down and beat you down so much you folded. They wanted to beat you down and beat you down and beat you down so much that you folded and they could collect on this. They wanted you to unalive yourself. They wanted you to unalive yourself. Damn. Damn. Life insurance scam on a divine being. Uncle. Niece. Married to their motherfucking decisions. This whole community full of demons. They're either being blackmailed or they're trying to blackmail their way into keeping safe, which would be keeping their hand hidden. But every hand that was involved is going to be removed from the shadows and brought to the light. Every hand that's been hiding in the shadow is going to be moved to the light. Shaggy behavior. A whole community full of demons getting caught up. It wasn't me. It was them. 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 It was all you motherfuckers. They were really confident. They thought you were an easy target. Faith around to find out, mofo. So, feminine energy getting caught up. Could be that grandparent, could be this niece, could be a karmic lover. Karmic lover could have been involved in this insurance scam, but shh. Don't tell her that the FBI knows. You shifted your consciousness. They were spreading lies on social media. This karmic lover was spreading lies on social media. But this karmic lover is married to their lies. Humiliation ritual. Crimes against humanity. Touch not my anointed. Government employees spying. A government employee that's part of this evil covenant. Damn. It's a whole fucking read. It's a government employee. Humiliation ritual. Attempted red rum. This karmic cousin that was involved. This karmic cousin that was involved in the mind control. Tried to betray you for money. And now they're looking over their shoulders. They have no one to count on right now. Well, they're unloyal. People know that they're not loyal, and they're getting themselves in a jam. And now they're damn. They're looking over their shoulders because they know they're under investigation for this life insurance scam as well. But they're also looking over their shoulders because God hears everything and they know what they've put out there. They know what they've said. They know what they said. They have faith around and they found the fuck out, and so they're waving the white flag now. They thought it would all stay a secret. But part of your dharma is this all being exposed. Because you're out here putting in the work. In this world, but not of it. They're married to their crimes against humanity, against a cosmic fucking warrior. They could have been attacking your character in the fall time. But all you have to do is just stay aligned. Keep your first eye on the Most High. Be still and listen. Falls right on the Most High. Just stay aligned. Just stay aligned. The non-disclosure good. So the secrets are coming out. The secrets are coming out. And people are getting blackmailed now. You know what's funny about that is, you know, blackmail only works if it stays semi-secret. And what was that quote? The only way for 3 people to keep a secret is if 2 of them aren't here anymore. They're out here watching you blow the fuck up. Attracting miracles. Miracles, cycles ending, cycles starting. The karmic cousin stalking social media to see if these chaos spells are working. But no, all they're seeing is that you're standing in your power. You're standing in your power. These people talk to big talk. They talk to big talk, but they couldn't deliver. They talk to big talk, but they couldn't deliver. Because you continue to put in the work. You continue to put in the work on your spiritual journey. All these people with gang ties, they're getting caught up. They're getting caught up. Life insurance scam. Shaggy, caught up. It wasn't me. They're getting caught up on this life insurance policy. They tried to pretend to be you. They tried to pretend to be you. Was it could have been to try to get some of this life insurance policy? I don't know. Somehow that ties in with each other. The life insurance policy and them trying to pretend to be you, that ties in with each other. It's a crime against humanity to try to clone a divine being. An anointed being, an earth angel. That's a crime against humanity. That's a spiritual no-no. That's a universal no-no. This karmic lover, thought that you were going to be, dickmatized or pussy whipped, and you were going to be easy to control. Well, they were sadly mistaken. Karmic lover is trying to cover up the hand they played. They were involved with this life insurance policy. That's double confirmation on the life insurance policy. That's twice. That's twice. God's in control. The red flag. It's a red flag on play for what they're doing. They're running out of money. They're running out of money now. They're running out of money now. And this one wanted to come in. There's artificial intelligence coming in. They're getting information that you're a motherfucking curse breaker. You're a motherfucking demon slayer. I see you. I see you. I see you. Alright. 2355. Change. Shifting. Good job. Proud of you. Keep up the good work. The Most High is proud of you. And on a good note, I love that. I love that. I love ending on a good note. Because honestly, none of these reads are really cheerful. Not enjoyable either. And you know what's funny is, what was that comment? I barely gave it any notice, but someone made a comment about talking about spiritual laws, right? And talking about spreading, hate or this and that. Pretty much not saying it, but implying it. And it's like, the fuck are you actually trying to imply? Because I'm not spreading anything. I'm spreading awareness. That's what I'm doing. Maybe helping to... I'm trying to help. Anyone that responds with a comment that's aggressive or wishing ill upon anyone else, I don't like those ones. I see some people, they'll just go and they'll like every comment that they get. It's like, not me. I actually read them, and I'm not gonna I'm not gonna like something that doesn't align with me. I'm not gonna. I don't give any like here, and because giving energy, and I'm not gonna give energy to that negative. And to me, I understand where the emotions and feelings are coming from, but that doesn't mean I have to. I'm not going to. I'm not going to. Let's let me pull these. Should I pull these first? How do I want to do this? All right, we'll do this. Well, I'm going to pull these now. I'm going to pull them now, but then I'll read them off later. What's your name? Oh, snap. How do I want to do this? How do I want to do this? Well, I already have this out, so I guess I'm going to do this first. So initials, we got F, A, U, Q, H, M, C, J, Z, V, G, and D. For zodiacs, we got Aries, Sagittarius, and Virgo. For occupations, we got a waiter, we got a business person, we got an architect, we got a bartender, we got a soldier, a police officer, a farmer, and a firefighter. Then from the deck of Mayat, we got principle number 19, taking food from a child. Principle 23, terrorized anyone. Principle 40, been an eavesdropper. Pisces. 28, polluted myself. Cancer, principle number 42, stolen anyone's land. Leo, principle 29, committed adultery. Principle 22, closed my ears to the truth. Principle 21, seduced anyone's wife. Principle 20, been angry without reason. All right. Now, how do I want to do this? Let's we're gonna get an overall energy reading from tarot, because I need to read more tarot. I need to get better at it. So that's what we're gonna do. And by better at it, I mean it's just I'm good at interpreting things. Well, I'm also an intuitive reader. I go off of it. Well, intuitive hits. I go off of whatever, you know, my eyes pick up on things, my ears, whatever. But it's I need to know more. I need to have memory of the cards and what they stand for better, which is why I'm using a beginner deck. There's no shame in my game. I'm not a pro. I didn't even fucking know. I didn't follow. I didn't even read. I didn't even see my first tarot reading until what, 2 years ago. You know, 3400 on the clock. 7. Everything happens in divine timing. Never what I would have thought I would have been doing this. No. All right, sir. What's the overall energy for this read? Three of Swords. Pain. Distress caused by mental anguish, hurtful words, betrayal, cruelty, injustice. I mean, that's what we saw. That's what we saw in this read. We saw, you know, a lot of betrayal. We saw a lot of, you know, the mind control, the mental traps, 34. We saw a lot of that. And the pain caused by the mental anguish, you know, the pain caused from, as much as it's nice to be aware of things that you're unaware of. It fucking sucks seeing the daggers in your back. You know that they're there, but you don't know the hand that always put them there. But when you know, it's interesting too. There's daggers on there too. Of course it is. Well, it's Three of Swords. But, you know, but the daggers in your back, you know, it hits you in the heart. It hits you in the heart. You know, those close betrayals. It's betrayals. But you got a fresh start coming in. Got the Fool. You got a fresh start. You know, you're Well, you're Earth Angel. You know, you have ancient ties. It's not your first time starting new. It's not your first time getting over these deep betrayals. I wish I could say it's your first. You know, but even being not your first time, doesn't make it any easier. Even if it's your first time in this lifetime, it doesn't make it any easier. Doesn't make it any easier. You know, but you're going to be challenged when you start when you go to start this new fresh start. You're going to have to stand your ground. Some of these people are probably going to try to come back into your life, but you know who's meant to be there and you know who's not. And you know, the Most High trusts you to use your intuition and your discernment to make the right choice. But you know, the thing about that is, if you do, great. You know, if you don't, it's not the end of the world. It's the beginning of a new cycle, well, a repeat of a cycle, but that's not the end of the world. It's just, I got to learn this lesson better. But eventually, you're going to get sick of learning lessons. Eventually, we all get sick of learning lessons, and we go for that fresh start. We go for that fresh start. The Most High. That fresh start. You're coming out as the Emperor. You're standing in your power. You're sitting on your throne. Notice that. Look at the eyes. Can you see that? Can you see how the eyes? They're like looking in a direction. So it's, you're aware of everything that's going on, but you're maintaining order. You don't waste time. You're not wasting any time maintaining order. You're making responsible decisions. But the decisions that you're making, they're based off of the solid foundation. They're based off the foundation that you built with the Most High. The foundations that you built with the Most High are bringing in this Nine of Pentacles. Financial independence, enjoying the fruits of your labor, self-sufficient, life of comfort, leisure, and culture. Gotta end it right there. That's the end of the transmission. You're doing a good job. Keep up the good work.